we're all waiting to get you all the details of what will happen when PM Modi goes to the US. And just ahead of his US visit, PM Modi addressed the nation through Mann Ki Baat. Prime Minister urged people to adopt yoga in their lives and make it a part of their daily routine. Modi said this time he will get the opportunity to participate in the International Yoga Day program to be held at the United Nations headquarters in New York on June 21st during his US visit. And a short while back, the Prime Minister addressed the nation through Mann Ki Baat. Let's have a listen in to what the Prime Minister had to say.
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार। मन की बात में एक बार फिर आप सबका स्वागत है। ऐसे तो मन की बात हर महीने के आखिरी रविवार को होता है, लेकिन इस बार एक सप्ताह पहले ही हो रहा है। आप सब जानते ही हैं, अगले हफ्ते मैं अमेरिका में रहूंगा और वहां बहुत सारी भागदौड़ भी रहेगी और इसलिए मैंने सोचा वहां जाने से पहले आपसे बात कर लूं। और इससे बढ़िया क्या होगा, जनता जनार्दन का आशीर्वाद, आपकी प्रेरणा, मेरी ऊर्जा भी बढ़ती रहेगी।
And joining me on the phone line is Abhishek Kapoor, Senior Executive Editor, who's joining us. Abhishek, we are all counting down for the Prime Minister's US visit, and the Prime Minister has always spoken about yoga, how important yoga is. Not the first time, Abhishek, that the PM has emphasized on yoga.
Well, yes, it's going to be a big one because Prime Minister would be marking the International Yoga Day from the United Nations headquarters. And remember, he mentioned in his Mann Ki Baat, he's there for a 4-day trip to the United States, a state visit at that, a ceremonial welcome and all the paraphernalia lined up. But I think what is important is that he begins his day in New York from the United Nations headquarters. He lands on 20th afternoon and gets going with a few business meetings. And then next morning at 8 a.m., he does yoga along with the United Nations Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, and a whole lineup of top diplomats, bureaucrats, world leaders joining him from the UN headquarters next to the Mahatma Gandhi statue, which was installed at the UN headquarters just last year in the month of October or November during India's presidency of the u.s.a. And subsequently, Prime Minister travels the same day to Washington, D.C., and that's when the whole ceremonial and state visit part of Prime Minister's U.S. visit begins. 2 packed days of engagements, bilateral meets, think tank meets, a Prime Minister's address to the U.S. Congress, joint address, in fact, second time that he is getting that honor, and only 2 other leaders who have got that honor in the recent past, both Israeli prime ministers. So that gives you an idea of the kind of scaling up of the relationship between India and the United States. That's really happening with this visit of the Prime Minister. And we are building up. We have our team there on the ground already. In a few minutes or hours from now, we would have them live. And Shivangi, so I think it's the next 4 or 5 days, the entire focus on Prime Minister's visit to the United States and the spotlight firmly on, or the arc lights firmly on India and the United States in the overall game of geopolitics. That's really panning out.
Absolutely, Abhishek. And Abhishek, just 2 days are left, in fact. Just 2 days left for PM Modi to kickstart the US visit. Many preparations underway to make this visit remarkable in America. Here's a glimpse of how US is gearing up to welcome Indian Prime Minister Modi.
While US administration officials are busy preparing for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US next week, Indian American high school students in Chantilly, Virginia, have been practicing Bharatnatyam at the community center to showcase their skills for the Prime Minister.
So this dance is called Pithinyandalam, and it's a kirtanam, and it's about Lord Shiva, who is the god of dance, and the thalam is Adi, and the composer is
Andavan Pichai.
Over 160 artists have been rehearsing for the last 1 week to present 25 cultural programs representing 15 states of India. The events feature dance, songs and music that reflect the rich cultural diversity of India.
Very, very excited to be part of Modi ji's visit, and our school representing Bharatanatyam, the classical dance style from India. I know there are various styles that is going to be represented, but we are proud and fortunate to represent the oldest dance, classical dance form for his visit here.
The event will take place from 10 in the morning at the historic Freedom Plaza near the White House. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to arrive in Washington from New York on Wednesday afternoon. Bureau Report, Republic TV.